Hello everyone, my name is Evil and today I'm gonna talk about the clans and my experience in it, so we can start. First of all, I want to say that model can be used for other races, but I will speak mostly about Space Marines clans. So, what is the clan for you? For me, it's organized people who have clear idea and clear goal what they want to achieve, because without it, nobody will join you. So basically, there are some different clans with different goals. Some like the orcs, the more the better. Some like have less people, but they are PvP oriented. And some of them, role playing stuff and other things. Personally, I'm the old school player, and if I see guys with tag, I expect the proper skill and proper level of on the battlefield. So it's sad when people see their clans and they lose their hope in the match when you play in solo, for example, with different clan, and it's really sad. So let's go deeper to such problems. Everything starts from the organization moment of the guild, when you define roles, responsibilities and other. Most of the Space Marines chapters take in the Codex as starters to define some roles like brothers, sergeant, librarians, captains and other thing. But the most problematic thing that I noticed that they want you to obey. I mean, the man or brother who have higher rank, for example sergeant, but they don't keep in mind that, for example, scout who has 1000 hours and have better skills than 100 hours sergeant don't know what's going on in battle, but you should obey him because instead you will be kicked from the clan. So I think that organization or ranks should fit to the skills of the person, because sometimes it's really annoying. The such problem I have in Mad Nomads when I was the scout and I was shut up by the 100-hour sergeant who just lead into the battle for the first time and is not really know what is going on and what he should do properly. You have foolish orders that will not lead us to the victory, and if you say something wrong, you don't respect the brother and you will be kicked or have some warning or whatever. Nevertheless, you will get some punishment. And also it's the one of the problems of the organization moments of ranks and stick to the codex. The next point is that every cool guild should have their website. So if you're not the big gaming community like PG, so you don't need this engine based site, because it's very simple. For most players it's really annoying to register on the engine, then throw the application, then wait for 3 hours. And the main problem is nobody will wait for such a long time when officers decide to respond your application and contact you, and especially it's problematic when you're different time zones, and this is multi-gaming or multinational, international community. In my opinion, sites it's the thing that should be in the past, especially in gaming. So I think that Discord is doing fine with this. You have the place to chat, the place to talk, and the place where you can get information. Or I think that sites making things a bit difficult, that we came to problem that you should update some content on site, update something. You can see that, for example, Mad Nomad site is really cool, and everyone want to have some awards, shiny stuff. But the main problem that guild leader who don't play with the guild is losing the respect and the authority. So, for example, no more just spending all the time, most of the time, managing the site and giving shiny stuff to the people who are registered here. And for me, I'll better use this time to play with my guildmates and make for example, our brotherhood more tougher, to make the better relationships with each other than just sitting on the side and managing some icons, pictures, or just typing some articles that you can find in the internet and you just copy paste them. So, and the main thing about this, that you're push enough officers to do the same, to managing website, to manage the roster, and the part of people didn't play. They just spending time on website and forum instead of this. And for example, some people who didn't see you, for example, newcomers, they say, who the fuck are you? Why should I obey you? I didn't see you in battle at all. So why should I do this? Because you have a bigger rank? So we come into the organization problem instead. Like returning, I have some experience of returning some veteran from the long AFK from the game, and he said, oh, I'm a veteran, you should respect me. But why should I respect you? I didn't see you, how you play, who are you at all as a person, and why should I do this? So while the officers or chapter masters dying on their side to making it shinier and better, the skill of the other players, or they feel abandoned a bit. They don't see, they're losing the reason why they should stay in such clan, for example, why there are all the librarians and care about not game but about how their site is shiny and how it's looking cool, but these things not making cool you in game. You look like just play average. It's just one of the reasons why Space Marines just can't do anything. The next point that I heard, that the bigger the better. But look at that, for example, for the Mad Nomads or 6th Legion. You see that the bigger the better? No, I'm not. I saw a lot of situations when you have a lot of members, but you didn't train them, you didn't teach them some tips, some mechanics, or whatever. You just don't invest in such people because you think that bigger the better, because their Space Marines clans, some of the Space Marines clans, I don't want to talk about everyone, but some of the Space Marines clans think that we should gather the Legion and we will be good. But in fact, you should put something in these people. You should give them their knowledge, give them experience, make them interested into the game. Because when you just gather the full stack, just for example go into the pubs to stop the pubs, and you just lose to random chaos orcs or eldars, I think that's not making people happy. It's and this is shatter the whole idea of the clan, because this gonna work, this Zerg with low skilled players maybe will work in open world, but right now we have session game, and we should think about it. We should think about it, training people under this rank system, when just have a leading position in the clan and can't teach anything, can't do anything to improve the skill of the average clan, you know. And it's really funny when the full stack of clan guys losing to the random packs without tags, or different clanners that are playing solo right now. So the bigger the better, they say. But I heard that someone just rebuilding gaming community, more people, more games, more the longer clan will live, and other things like this. But you should think about the problem that if you're wearing the tag, you should show that you are clan and not just a joke. But right now I see that Space Marines are the joke right now. Just you have a just jump into the garrison and see how it's work. Hey, just see there how, for example, the Hammers of Arcona have the champion event here, and they just chosen the best champion in the tool. Then they don't use the sidearm because it's dishonorable. They just created some restrictions. That restrictions, they come into the battle and just suck. For example, most of the garrison clans, as I call them, the garrison clans who just hold in events, but I never see they are so honorable and this role playing shit. But in fact, I didn't see them in real battle. They talk too much and do nothing. I just despise such clans, because the existence just shaming the faction. It's some kind of it's really shame when you gather people just to do some cool stuff, but this cool stuff doesn't help a faction at all, especially when we'll have campaigns soon. I gather the clan just to be PvP competitive Space Marine Guild and to have some effort in campaign, and get my part of RTC. That's the main reason. So the clans, the bigger with such goal, the bigger the better, they will lead us to the fail. Okay, let's make conclusion. I think that in PvP game, if your roleplay aspect affects or create artificial restrictions and affect your efficiency, that should be revised and removed in the clan, because the PvP players who don't even care about lore, about roleplay, they will win. They will stomp you. They will just annihilate you, because you're just creating some unrealistic images of your superiority, or the book, like you just reflect yourself to the hero from books, but in fact there are no unbeatable enemies, there is no undefeatable enemies. But I think that most of the clans don't even try to be something more than they are right now. So guys, this is only my opinion and my experience when I was in different clans and see what's going on here. And I think there is something, I have gave you something to think about, and just see you on the battlefield. See you guys.